We have a quorum. Okay, let me call this meeting to order. The regular meeting for the Northern Guam Soil Water Conservation District is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025 at 4 p.m. We're at the University of Guam College and Natural Applied Sciences Building, room 126. Let's do a roll call.
Chairman Joseph Santos.
Present.
Secretary Norma Castillion.
Present.
Treasurer Katrina Regis.
Present.
Board Director Marlene Revo. Director Marlene. She accidentally logged back out. Director Tom Tanaka, absent. Eulogy Advisor Roland Kidgwa.
Present.
Staff Jenilyn Abanales, present. Staff Savannah Garcia.
Present.
Staff Rosanna Rosario.
Present.
Staff Javen Cruz, absent. Chairman.
Okay, so we have a quorum. Let's move to the next item, acceptance of the last minute meetings for May 6, 2025. You guys review it and go through it? Do you have the agenda? You have the agenda? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Did you guys review it already? Can we have a motion to approve or accept the minutes for May 6, 2025?
There should be two, also from April.
Where's the April one? I
sent it via email.
Okay, did we publish it? No? Okay, so let's just focus on the May 6. Do we have a motion to accept the minutes of May 6, 2025?
Director Norma, Director Katrina. Motion to accept the minutes.
I accept.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
There's a motion on the floor to accept the minutes of May 6, 2025 meeting minutes. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
The ayes have it, it's unanimous. Okay, let's move on to the next item of the agenda. This is the officers report, the district chair's report. We had an NGSWCD legislative committee, and what they're asking us to attend in person the summer meeting. And I'm not sure if we should attend the meeting, but if we're going to attend it, we need to just send a representative that can vote. It's either the southern or the northern. Myself or Glenn Takai. Glenn Takai is an alternate. I'm the primary. And it said where? Wisconsin? Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
Yes.
And I don't know if we should attend, but maybe we can ask them to do Zoom. Do you have any input from their board members? Okay, let's move on to the next item on the agenda. Please welcome our outreach specialist, Rosanna Rosario, to our staff. And she's beginning already doing things that deal with making sure that we have some outreach occurring within our district. She's being funded from the NACDTA grant 2024. Please welcome her. And then the next item that we're going to talk about is the agricultural marketing services grant. It's up to $500,000 in terms of applying for it. It's AMS, it's USDA AMS, and it's up to $500,000. And we're going to apply for that grant and see what we can do. We're going to tie in with trying to improve both the co-op, the farmers co-op in Dedadu, and the Chamorro Village's facility over there in terms of providing equipment for them in terms of farmers market action. And so that's what we're going to focus on in terms of the June, turning in the grant prior to June 27, 20 of this year. Treasurer, you have a treasurer's report? Treasurer, you have a report?
Yes. Our current balance in the account is $81,861.93. We do have about 17 outstanding checks that have not cleared the account. So if you go into the bank statement, it's going to be a little bit more, but this is our true actual balance of $81,861.
And that's for the checking?
Yes, that's for the checking account.
How about the savings?
We have approximately 11,000 in there. The exact amount is $11,116.65.
Oh, okay. Okay. And anything else that you want to provide in the treasury report?
No, that's about it.
Okay, so let's go to the committee report. Thank you very much. The outreach committee. Who's in the outreach committee?
Director Norma is in the outreach committee.
Director Norma, you have any updates?
As of today, I don't have any updates on the outreach committee. Jan, when was the last time we met was a while back, right? Our meeting is not until later on this month, isn't it? That's the reason why I don't have an update.
We had the agricultural symposium meeting, but chairman attended that one.
Okay, so yeah, so that's probably why I don't know what happened on that one. But I know that whatever outreach that we discussed on the meeting prior, we had discussed about different events, right? And different types of means to do outreach, right, Jen? Other
Yes.
than that, nothing was finalized. I believe we were going to discuss that on the next outreach committee meeting.
Yes, the last meeting was only talking about the agenda of what that was
Right.
going to look like.
Correct. So we haven't really gotten to the part where we're, we've decided on what type of outreach, and we haven't committed to any type of outreach yet. So we'll get to that, sir, probably on the next outreach meeting, and then we'll provide an update.
Okay, so I just want to provide also from what you're going on is that we have the Educator Symposium, which is occurring on July. I hope you guys can attend the July outreach, Educator Symposium, which is the 23, 24, and 25th. You guys can reserve that day and attend it as much as possible for the Educator Symposium, and it's going to be down at the Guam Museum. And then the second thing that we have, but it's in October, is the Agricultural Symposium. Now, the Educator Symposium is occurring in July, and that's prior to the election. And then after the election, which is August 19, we have the Agricultural Symposium, so everything is still ongoing with that. We had a soil health workshop, there's a soil health workshop that's going to occur in June 19th. At the Jigu Senior Center, and so hopefully we can attend that, or one of the district directors can at least show up and show some support on that in terms of the soil health workshop. There's the Youth Conservation and Stewardship Program. It's a work in progress, and one of the things that we're using is we're trying to do a children's book publication with coloring pages, like a coloring book. And then we're going to have our outreach specialist get with you, Director Castillion, for the Guam Envirothon initiative. Again, we want to bring that to Guam and make sure that's there. Can we also get with the Southern and see what we can do as a collective for that in terms of the Guam Envirothon initiative? So we can make sure that occurs in terms of outreach. On the next item is the office committee. There's no updates in terms of the offices. They're looking at different locations, but we have this is still the office that we're at in terms of that. I asked Jenilyn if she can check to see if we can we can buy a container and store our stuff in it. Maybe we go on with the north and the south, and we'll buy a container and site it someplace around here where it's not occupying the space, but it's there, and we use it for storage because, we don't want our office to look like a storeroom rather than a warehouse rather than an actual office space. And once we start the storage of a lot of the stuff in our office, we'll have room to put some desks that we can use for our staff, or at least get some things that we can use to put around the area to make sure we have adequate space for our staff. The next meeting for the election committee is June 17th, 2025, and it's at 4 p.m. in the conference room, room 202. One of the things I'm pushing our district manager to get involved in is pushing getting into the the Department of Land Management EGIS, which gives you a listing of people that own land on the island of Guam, because the law requires that you can come in as a land occupier, which is a landowner or a land lessee, and vote on our elections aside from the bona fide farmers and the Chamorro Land Trust thing. So we need to make sure we have access to that without doing that, because we want to make sure we get maximum participation. And those people, once they vote, if they haven't voted, they can get onto our registry, our future registry, in terms of being there. What's the status on the updating of the registry?
From last time we checked, we had over 60.
For the northern?
Yes, for northern.
And that includes everybody, bona fide farmers, Chamorro Land?
No, only from registered on the website. Yes.
Okay,
but for Chamorro Land Trust and the bona fide farmers, that's probably over 300 people. They only have numbers, so we're calling them to get in contact with them and register.
Even though, remember, one of the things that we need to do is, if they're not on the registry, it doesn't matter them the land trust, and they're not on the registry, they can't vote. But the Chamorro Land Trust already has leases out with these people. That's why they have a listing.
Yes, we have their names already.
And so we just have to put their name in, and then if they decide that they're going to come, or we haven't reached them, and they do know about it and they do come, their name is on there, and they say, I have a Chamorro Land Trust lease. We see their names on there. They may not have their lease, but their name is on there. Those individuals can vote. Now and so they're authorized to vote on our election. So we just need to make sure that listing is there, and we do have the listing.
Yes, the names and their numbers are already on the listing. We're just actively recruiting them for the information, so we have all their data, because we only have name and number.
Okay, so when are we turning in the list?
The list is already turned in.
July
15 is the deadline.
University. So July 15.
Yes.
So we have to make sure those names are in the list on the registry that we're going to submit in. Do we have any status on the South of where they're at and what efforts they're doing?
No, only during the election committee meetings is when they tell us when. Last time, I think they were like 45.
And our board representative is who?
Director Norma in the election committee meetings.
Okay. Director Norma, you have any any input?
Director Norma?
Any input on the election?
Yeah. Any input? You're on the committee, and so I just wanted to know if there's any input that you have other than what we brought up.
No, from what we discussed in the election committee last time, it was pretty much just making sure that everybody got their assignment, and then that we're all prepared prior to, I think a week prior to, we're going to have a meeting again to confirm that everybody is good to go. And then as well as the representatives from the north and the south giving their updates on how many people have actually applied to run for candidacy and things like that. So I think we're meeting just before a couple of weeks just before the election, yes, to make sure that we're good to go.
Would the forms be available? Because you can't nominate yourself to become a board member. You need to have somebody that's on the registry
Nominate you.
That can nominate the individual.
Yeah. So I believe I know that most of the past records were with Erica, and she was going to provide it to the folks that needed to update it to the current election this year. And then that's going to be going out pretty soon. So I believe Jen, if we could just follow up with Erica, if that was done. And I believe there was a young lady from UOG that volunteered to take care of some of the what do you call it, the logistics for the election. Am I correct, right? There was a young lady that was nominated. So if we could just follow up with Erica and her, I think that you'll have the most current. But as far as the meeting, that was what we discussed in that last meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Erica has already provided the templates from the previous election already. Jackie Hansen just needs to work on it. UOG, it needs to finalize the forms, including the Board of Regents change of the law in not Route 4 anymore, but
what the legislature provided on the law.
Yeah, and that's really just what's on the plate for the election committee currently. It's just the publication, the official publication that needs to go out by UOG and created by Jackie Hansen, and the Board of Regents update for the change of Route 4 to the current and updated law for the district, which is the fault line.
How are we involving our outreach specialists in terms of getting the message out to the public at large in terms of registering and the registry? Are we
She's not fully involved yet because we're waiting for Jackie Hansen to finalize all those things. Okay, since it's UOG's responsibility.
We need to prepare a plan of action that on June 17 that we're going to do something similar to that they can register, and maybe we can get the South involved by doing some type of outreach to social media or to whatever that this is upcoming, so it preps the farmers and individuals to go ahead and participate in it, and if they want to come, because remember July, what is it?
17.
July 17th is the
15. Sorry.
The 15th is the last date for register or put anything. So we need to, in June, which is this month, we need to put something in or do some type of outreach where we can send it off to individuals and do that. And let's engage our outreach specialists in terms of doing that.
Okay.
I met with Jessica Day from Tomorrowland Trust, and there's a letter that she's requested for. We're submitting that letter in, and she'll provide. One of the things we're looking at is not only the bona fide, not only the farmers, the agricultural lessees, but the land trust individuals that are on there on the leases can also participate because they're considered landowners, but under the land trust definition of their trustee. And so they're also going to give us a list of their residential and commercial lessees along with that. And we can actually input those individuals in. Now, she was saying that they can, and this is where we can do outreach, is we can get with the land trust and get with them, because they can actually send the message out to their recipients or lessees and inform them about the event happening on August 19th. And once we get the list and input the list into the registry, But yeah, we can do that. She's just waiting for the memo, the letter from myself, and she'll provide that information. I told her that, you know, although I don't speak for the South, but if we can, if I make the request, does the South need to do it? And she says no, they can actually also send it to the South because it's the Soil and Water Conservation District. And I said, okay, that'll be great. So we just need to provide the letter to her, and they can provide that information to us. And again, we're looking not only in the agricultural lessees, but the residential and the commercial lessees list in line with that. Okay, is there any question about the election committee, the actions occurring? If there's no other question, it's going to the operations committee. There was I know last board they approved the SOP. Although I was against that SOP that they approved because it went beyond the law. It actually went beyond the law, and the law sets the minimum standard, and you can't go beyond the law. But they approved it, and Director Marlene Revo had provided a copy of what was approved. If you guys, she's put it on the initiative chat. You guys can look at that and see where we can go from there to do provide a standing operating procedure for our organization. That'll be great. And so we'll get on that on the next meeting with that. I also, on the forms side of the house, because this deals with operations, there's already standard forms already developed by the government of Guam. Because we're a government of Guam agency, we need to look at the different government agencies that have forms instead of reinventing the wheel on the forms. The University of Guam has forms. We need to look at their forms and see if we need those forms, or we want to use their forms and adopt that form as a part of our use, or use the GSA's and personnel forms that are available. An example is the performance evaluation form. There's a standardized performance evaluation form that we have to use, and it doesn't change. You're not supposed to modify it. You're supposed to be able to add the stuff, and it works for all agencies of the government of Guam.
Director Marlene said the SOP is in a draft mode. We didn't approve it yet. The code of conduct was approved.
Yes, I mean, but that's part of SOP, and yes, I got that. Thank you very much. I just review it, look at it, and let's discuss it on the next meeting in terms of the operations committee, and then we can bring it up on our next board meeting, which is July when? July
1st.
July 1st is our next meeting, and so please be prepared for that. And so let's move into the old business. We have the regional meeting, which is in Littleton, Colorado. We set aside funding for 5 representatives to attend the Littleton, Colorado meeting, but we need to know if that's approved by the board. Or the board did approve it, but are we going to send 5 representatives to the board, to this Southwest regional meeting? Again, we budgeted for $35,000, and so we need the board to further sanction the 5 individuals attending the meeting, or are we going to send additional personnel to the Pacific Southwest regional meeting in Littleton, Colorado, which is September 9th to September 12th. And we don't have to wait, by the way, once we get it approved by the board, we don't have to wait to do a reservation with the airlines and the hotel. We just have to go in and make the reservations appropriately. And so do I have a motion to go ahead and proceed with approving 5 individuals to attend the meeting? And who will attend that meeting? Hello?
Directors? Director Marlene?
I think we can go ahead, and this is treasurer. What we could do is just for now approve the 5, and then we could later on determine who that 5 will be. It doesn't need to be at this meeting.
Yeah, I mean, it's already approved on our budget. We already
Okay,
approved.
so we can talk about we can talk about that at another time. Who can attend that?
You want to talk about it in July 1st meeting?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna postpone this portion of the meeting of the specificity who's gonna attend and to July 1st. Do I have a motion to postpone?
Motion to postpone. Oh,
Okay. Go ahead.
go ahead, Norm.
Okay. A motion to postpone that vote for who's going to be going to that conference or meeting in Littleton, Colorado. So next meeting in 1 July. Or is it 1 July? Yeah, 1 July.
July 1st.
Yep.
Do I have a second?
Second.
There's a motion on the floor to postpone who will attend the meeting on Littleton, Colorado to July 1st meeting. Open for discussion. If no further discussion, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 How about Director Rio?
Her voice is not working. She said I believe we approved 5 to 7 to attend. We still have the upcoming election. That's just what she stated.
Okay. Yeah, September is the thing. So I mean, we need to know because September will be the meeting, right? Yeah. September is the meeting, and the election's August 19th. So you know, actually,
a portion of that one.
Yeah, prior to that, we're gonna have an issue because you know, as an individual that may not be elected, attending it or not attending it, we need to make sure that there's
ready to the lesson.
Okay, so what else did she have?
That's it.
Okay, so her motion, I mean, did she vote?
I would suggest, Mr. Sherman, that you guys make the final designation of participants after the election. But I have to say it's very important for Rob to show up in force because next year it's going to be here, and you have to show his face so that they know that
We're serious about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so July 1st, motion carried, and we'll discuss this on July 1st. Please be considerate of the things, and Director Revo is correct. We have the election coming up, and we need to make sure we send what we can, because next year, you're right, we're hosting the regional meeting, and we want to make sure everybody is aware of it, and
tell them no one knows how expensive it is more than the Pacific Islands. So
yeah,
no excuses.
So we have actually 3 MOUs, partnership MOUs that we're going through, and I was going through it and making some adjustments. We haven't finalized it, so I just want to postpone the approval of the board to go make the final review of these MOUs, and then we can move forward from there. Like I said, I'm going through each of them to make sure that we have you know, before we send it out to the Jigu Mayor, the Tumuning Mayor, and the Nico Hotel. By the way, the Nico Hotel, I thought was a member of the
Pager.
No, they're a member of the
Kencorp.
Kencorp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're a member of the Kencorp. Because I was just looking at the own PIC, and I was at PIC, and they were linking in with.
What are you guys doing with Nico?
we're doing helping with doing introduction of native species and plants within their respective areas, and setting up an area where we can bring individuals and partners into the mix, and using it as a venue area for.
They want to collaborate to do workshops and trainings for internal staff and their community and guests. They're rebranding to be a more eco-friendly hotel. And then they do have a native area walk that they want us to help, walk, which they do have a lot of native species already.
Well, they have invasives in there.
Yes.
But they don't know which species are native and which species are invasive on it. They're mixed in, so they want to be able to remove the non-native species and put native species in its place, and then help provide a plan of action of how they can do a walk that they can bring the community into it to do like exercising, walking, using their area as a venue to go to that's safe and secure in terms of getting the community involved.
It doesn't look like they have any CRBs too, so.
So I just need a motion to postpone, because this is under old business, is to postpone the approval of the board until we finalize it with the Jigu, Tamuning, and the Nico Hotel. Do I have a motion on the floor to postpone?
Postpone.
Yeah, because it's under old business, so you have to decide you're going to postpone. No, postpone.
Table.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because you only have a workshop coming up in June.
Yeah, but that's in the Jigu mayor's office. Well, that's already an agreement we made on that.
That's for the perimeter fencing grant.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's for something else?
Yes.
Something else. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was for the garden.
Yeah. So we have is there any motion?
Directors? Director Kat, Director Norma?
Sorry. Can you repeat that again, sir?
Can we postpone under old business? We have 3 MOUs that it's for review approval, and
right.
I'm still going through the things to finalize it, and I haven't yet completed the finalization of the action, so I need more time in terms
of time. Okay. So I move that we go ahead and postpone it from this meeting to the next time, to the next meeting, if that will give you enough time to do what you got to do to review.
It's better you just postpone. There's a motion on the floor to postpone the approval of the MOUs between Jigu, Tamuning, and the Nico Hotel. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor to approve the thing, made by Director Castilian or Treasurer Castilian, and seconded by Secretary Regis. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
The ayes have it. The motion carried. Let's go to new business. There's the 80th Soil and Water Conservation Society International Annual Conference, which is going to be held in Costa Mesa, California, on August 3rd to August 6th. And it's August 3rd. August 3rd to August 6th. I don't know if any of us want to attend that meeting, but I need for you guys to consider that, and then we don't have to consider it now, but we can consider it if we want to, in terms of attending that.
Election?
August 19.
August 19. So it's before August 19.
Sure.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll postpone that action also. Hello, do we have a motion to postpone?
Motion to postpone the Costa Mesa, the 80th Soil and Water Conservation Society International Annual Conference in Costa Mesa, California.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor by Director Regis to postpone the 80th, who's going to attend the 80th Soil and Water Conservation Society International Annual Conference in Costa Mesa, California. Do we have a second?
A second.
Seconds there. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 The ayes have it. The motion carried. The local working group update resource concerns. That was already provided to the board members. Did you guys review that at all?
Directors?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get a chance to review it.
Okay, so we need to submit that to. That's important because we have to submit that to NRCS, and so please review it and provide your input into it. It's the 5 priority concerns that NRCS will budget, and also USDA will budget in terms of providing us with it. Huh?
Can you share that with your advisor?
Oh yeah, I thought you already were given a call.
I have not seen it.
Is that the one from NACD?
No.
NRCS.
That's us, the local working group. That's NRCS.
Was it shared to us?
Yeah. Can you provide it to the thing? What we'll do is on next meeting, July 1st, we need to approve that and send that out to because the SAB also has to approve it, and we need to submit that formally to NRCS. Yes,
Mr. Chairman, I highly recommend you check with NRCS and find out when they need it, and that deadline you work backwards.
Well, August 1st is when.
Is that when they need it? Are you sure?
September.
Huh?
They need it by September 1st.
Yeah, I'm sorry, September 1st is when they need it. But we want to submit it in advance.
Oh no,
so we don't have to
I
worry
agree,
about it.
but
This is
you said review it and with no timeline.
okay.
Without a timeline, nobody does it.
So July 1st, we need to approve it on the northern side. It's submitted to the south, so the south has it because we have to submit it both the district chair of the south and the district chair of the north needs to sign a letter submitting it to NRCS on Guam's local resource concerns under the local working group.
So, Mr. Chairman, if I hear you correctly, all board members have to submit their comments by when, so that it gives you time to compile and share it with the South. What's the date that you want it by?
No, we don't have to share it with the South. It's just our concerns that we have, and do we have any action to approve it? So July 1st, we need to make sure that we settle whatever concerns we may have related to the 5 primary resource concerns that are listed on there. And it has to be specific, meaning here's the major subject concern, and then there's a subcategory that we're picking out of that resource concern, and then how are we going to apply it to the north, and how is the south going to apply it to themselves? That's really what we need to put in the listing in terms of how those things are going to be applied. But anyways, the district manager will send it out to the board, and please review it. And we'll combine everything and make sure prior to July 1st that you have all the information available for us to approve it and submit that out. The next item is the Delulu Sports Complex food forest donation. Okay, there's a food forest donation that's occurring, and the question is, would the board like to participate in this in terms of funding and providing free compost or technical assistance or doing an MOU with the Delulu Sports Complex food forest donation? Board member?
Director Marlene, Director Kat?
Are we going to be considered like sponsors? So in their flyer, will we have our logo there and so forth? What's going on here with this donation? Is there going to be a flyer out? And is our logo going to be on it?
So the farmer that is interested in working with us is Mr. Gary Cooper. He is conducting the Dedido Food Forest for the community. He's collaborated and is working with the Dedido Mayor's Office for this sports complex food forest. And yes, he's willing to do sponsorship, well, not really sponsorship, but branding opportunities for this. He's even open for the board to have like plaques of to represent like a donated tree or a tree with your handprints on them and your name to show that you have participated in the food forest. He's open to opportunities. But he needs a lot of help.
The question is, does the district want to participate in this program or this opportunity? If the district doesn't want to participate in it, then we don't have to participate in it. If we want to, our participation can be in the form of providing funding for free compost or technical assistance or some action. But do we want to participate in it? It's happening on the north side of the house.
Yes.
So do we want to participate?
So my concern, Chair, my concern, Chair, before I say I want to, to participate. Is he a farmer or is he doing this on behalf of the community? Because I remember a gentleman mentioned that he's a farmer, so that would imply that he is doing this initiative on his own, or is he part of an organization? Because if we are going to donate, who are we donating to? Are we donating to the farmer? Are we donating to the mayor's office? So who is the donation or participation going to?
So why don't we?
I mean, it's a good cause. It's a good cause, but there has to be some kind of authorization for him to be operating the food forest at the Dedido complex. Those things are not clear to me.
So why don't we have those questions answered, and on July 1st we'll get back with prior to July 1st we'll get back to the board and have more concrete answers, so the board can decide on the information provided, if we want to participate and how do we want to participate within this action. If that's okay with you guys, we'll move from there and go into the next item. If that's okay with you guys. The next item on the agenda is the 2026 Pacific Region Meeting Planning Committee. Again, we have it we're hosting next year, and we want to make sure it becomes successful. One of the things we want to bring to Littleton, Colorado, is things that deal with Guam, so we can sell Guam to the region at the Littleton meeting, Colorado meeting, and so we want to make sure our planning committee is good to go. I've got with GBB, and they're willing to assist us, but they need to know what they want. They need for us to assist on. And one of the things we looked at is also looking at, and I was with Erica and even with what's his name, the chair, Mike Uggan, and we were talking about the facility at Dusatani is actually pretty good, and to see we can use that because they have smaller rooms that we can use, but we can also use the Dusit Resort, which was the former Outrigger Hotel, that we can also use in line with that. So we did some preliminary things, but we need representatives on the like board members who want to participate in this particular thing, this particular action of the planning committee, and then decide when we want to do that. Now, always on September the meeting is held, but we don't have to. That's the regional meeting. We can actually move it further down to October or or maybe early November when it's cooler on Guam rather than the high heat. But again, that's up to the planning committee to decide. And
it's also something for you to have that discussion at the regional level.
yeah, and so we just need to know from there, because we need a cost thing, and then to see if there's going to be funding or grants available from NACD to support us on doing that. Alaska had support definitely from the region, from NACD to host their regional meeting, and so we want to make sure we're also in line with that. And so, do we have any representative, any of the board members that want to be a member of it? We need a person who can help negotiate with sponsors and get sponsors to become available for us to be hosted. I know GBB will help, but we need to formally submit it, but it has to come from the committee itself. So do we have a representative? Any representative from the board?
Directors?
Joe, Chair, don't you think that's kind of premature, because the election is coming up August 19th, and anything can happen, you know? So that's why I'm saying I think it might be too premature to say, okay, this is the representative.
It's not premature. I mean, when I talk about representative, we're talking about the planning committee. Now, the planning committee will get together prior to the election and decide how they're going to do this over here, and then provide it to whoever the new board members may be for the next board. But we need to start the process of doing it, because the meeting in September 9th, we have to bring something there to September 9th's meeting for the regional meeting. And so it's critical that we designate a representative to attend the planning meeting and do something with the planning meeting. So at least we have a video and actions that can occur prior to the election occurring on August 9th, August 15th, right? Or 19th.
So how many estimated PACs are going to attend the meeting?
You're talking about the planning committee? The planning committee is going to be meeting here. It's us.
No, I'm just talking about the estimated attendees for the meeting. How many?
That's a rough one.
Yeah,
because you need to understand that there's even a big disparity between meetings held on the East Coast and the West Coast. So you can gauge by how many came to the Hawaii meeting and use that as gauge. But then you had another $2,000 for that ticket, and it really thins out.
Yeah. So again, those are things that the planning committee will bring up, but we need to make sure we have at least something prior to the September 9th meeting in Littleton.
And you might want to be having some discussions at a personal level where you guys are contacting each state. And, you have to realistically tell them, this is how much your ticket's going to cost. And then from there, you're going to adjust the size and the venue.
Correct. So I'm just trying to find out, can we have representatives from the north, because the south is going to designate their representatives, and this planning committee is going to meet to decide how they're going to move forward, at least until the election side of the house. And so we have it's June right now. We have 2 more months to deal with.
So, Chair, I'm not necessarily volunteering to be the person to do that, but if it's just cost analysis, I can easily do that. But I know that Chairman Hagen is recommending deduce it. That's why I asked how many PACs is expected to attend. I'm thinking based on RQ's recommendation between just use the data. I can easily do the cost analysis and I can provide it, but I'm not gonna volunteer to be the representative. I got a lot on my plate right now.
Okay,
Hey,
so
sir. So I don't mind helping you being a rep to just get it started.
Okay.
Like you said, it's only a couple of months before the election, and I don't mind if I don't continue, then handing it off. But at least we'll have somebody. And from my understanding, all it is standing up a committee. That's going to be pretty much the general stuff that you do when you're going to start up an event anyway. And that's my forte. So I'll go ahead and sit in on that for you, sir.
Okay, so we have Director Castillion that will be the representative for the North, if that's okay with the board.
Yes, sir. And that's with Jenilyn and Savvy staying on top of me about those meetings. Right, Jen? Jenilyn and Savvy? No, but sir, they're very good about making sure I make these meetings. So, I really would appreciate if they would help me just doing that, because once I get to the meetings, I'm okay. It's just getting there sometimes. But, I know the girls will support me on that. So that's why I said I don't mind doing it.
Okay, if there's no issues with the other board members, we'll appoint Director Castillion as the representative on the 2026 Pacific Region Meeting Planning Committee.
Do we need to make a motion for that?
Yeah, can we make a motion?
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Director Castillion to be the representative for the board to represent us on the planning committee.
There's a motion on the floor to appoint Director Castillion to be on the 2026 Pacific Region Meeting Planning Committee, made by Director Revo. Do we have a second? Any second?
Director Cat? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time with this mic, but yes, I second it.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor by Director Revo to appoint Director Castillion as the Northern Guam Soil Water Conservation District representative for the 2026 Pacific Region Meeting Planning Committee, seconded by Director Regis. Open for discussion, by the way, and the opening for discussion, Director Castillion had already volunteered, and so she's good to go. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Before I say aye, if you still need the cost analysis to develop the budget, I'm willing to help. Aye.
Yeah, we'll make sure we keep that in mind about that. Hopefully you can attend the first meeting with Director Castillion and help in terms of the cost analysis for that. What we can do is get some information from we can send out a notice to the different board, different regions, the state representatives, and ask them about are they interested in attending. Just do a survey and then come back before the meeting is held for our planning committee. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Or the Director Regis.
Director Cat?
I did. I said aye.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay. The ayes have it. It's unanimous. The next item on the agenda is miscellaneous agenda. You guys want to talk about anything? If not, then let's move on to the next meeting is
July 1st. Sorry.
July 1st, 2025. And our partners meeting is July 29th, 2025. Any questions, any concerns? If there's no questions or concerns, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Director?
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, so moved.
Thank you, sir.
The meeting's adjourned at 16:54 p.m. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you at the different meetings that are being held prior to our next meeting. Thank you very much, and have a good evening and a good afternoon.
Roger. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.